Testing 1, 2.
Son of a-
You know what?
Testing with you.
Round.
We're at TalentSphere 2026 in Savannah, Georgia, and we are talking to Kyle from Kyle & Co.
That's me.
Right?
Hello.
That is you. Hello. We're so happy that you're here. Can you tell us why you did choose TalentSphere to come to this year?
Oh my God, absolutely. So things are crazy right now.
Yeah.
Right. Being in the profession, being in the industry, I think we're going through an immense amount of change and chaos. Every day is different. So I think it's super important for us to be really intentional about getting together, connecting with the community, learning from each other, supporting each other. And that is 100% the vibe for TalentSphere. I think they're trying to be very intentional about doing something different.
Yeah.
And I had the honor of being invited. So I had to say yes.
When we talk about the size of this conference, it's smaller, it's more intimate. We did a panel earlier this morning, and it was very conversational with everyone that was in there. There are so many smart people here, and it's not just for presenters to come here and talk at people. It's an opportunity for us all to share great knowledge. Speaking of great knowledge, you're working on some research right now. Can you tell us about that?
It's my day job, ladies.
Okay.
I'm not just extremely cute and funny. No, so at Kyle & Co, we do market research and study innovation cycles in talent and technology transformation. And one of the fastest emerging categories of technology now is AI interviewers. Have you guys seen these things? Like literally an AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's bananas.
I mean, you will jump onto a screening call or a first stage interview or a tech interview, and it's an AI, and they're all over the place. I think they're being deployed inconsistently and across use cases that they're not always fit for. And so we saw a lot of activity and not a lot of impact. And so what we wanted to do is understand what is an AI interviewer? How do these things actually work? What are they best suited for? And we evaluated 12. And we profiled them all. We published the report when this comes out so this will, I imagine, I don't know if you guys are publishing today, but the report will be out on the 17th of February.
Okay.
And it's 60 pages long. I'm really sorry, everyone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to want to read that. Like, being an interviewing nerd, like, I want to know everything about it.
Exactly.
I have so many questions right now, but you probably can't tell me it's top secret.
No,
Okay.
It's not top secret. This is a public service.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Let's give them a taste. Let's give the people a taste.
Let's give the
Sure.
people a taste. Like, what's something surprising that you found out about it?
So, great question. One was the video AI, because there's like AI avatars. Are not common yet. I thought that everybody was building those. And in fact, candidates really don't like them.
Right. It freaks them out, right? Because they're like, it's not quite human, so their brain doesn't like it.
So even the voice, but voice AI is better in general, just like more natural than video AI. And so they want to talk to a voice. They're also okay to be on video when the AI is just a voice too. So that's kind of interesting.
It is.
Candidates could be really particular.
Yes.
Especially get a little heebie-jeebie about something like this.
Right.
But it seems like most of them are opting in. So that was interesting. I think what was also surprising was to see just how diverse the offerings are in market. There really are some that are built just for like a high volume staffing environment that is going to screen people on yes, no, straightforward questions. And then there are some that are going to be very advanced and ask behavioral questions and probe and go deeper, respond to complicated like requests for clarification. So there really are different. And between those two examples, we recognize there's no like best in class.
Sure.
Because there are just so many types of screening calls, so many types of interviews, so we didn't really find a best.
Right.
We found that all of them that we evaluated were viable to different degrees. I think some of the bigger differentiations were the client success model.
Okay.
So the teams that they were putting behind the technology to help the client be successful. So to like create like fair and structured interviews, and make sure that they were not just letting hiring managers throw whatever questions into the bot that they want, So that was kind of interesting to see, like, because SaaS companies have not wanted the overhead of expert client success, right? And professional services, but now they are really bringing more consulting and more service to the offering to make it makes it, they need to make it stick. It needs to work.
Right. Yeah. We're going to be talking about this tomorrow in one of our workshops. The amount of liability that there is with a hiring manager just throwing their own questions in, defining answers all in different ways, right answers, I should say. There's so much risk there. And now companies, they're starting to get caught up in the legality of things. There's a couple we'll be name dropping tomorrow. It's not a secret. You could Google it.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, some people are getting in trouble when they're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a big part of it. This is a point where we do need to go slow to go fast. I mean, this is, I would say, the most human-centric process I've seen AI being deployed into.
Yeah.
An interview.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
One thing that has helped me as I was evaluating as a former practitioner, I'm looking at what is the output of these tools. Mm-hmm. And so like the artifact of the summary, I don't know if you guys use AI note takers, but like the summary of the call and help me to see not just like the transcript of their answer to a question, but summarizing it and saying what they didn't speak to, you know, or you know what you don't have with an AI interviewer? It doesn't talk more than the candidate. Whereas your hiring managers, you know, go rogue,
right.
you know,
it
doesn't go off script and talk about the football game,
right.
you know,
or they're vacationing next summer.
Right. And so,
I wanted to ask you, because you mentioned that they're being inconsistently deployed. You're seeing that. And that's something that really we see across a lot of different areas. So just curious, like, how is that showing up in the research in terms of maybe some good things, some bad things? Right?
Yeah. Something that alarmed me. And no one was naming names, but I'm going to find these people. Some like, oh my God, you guys have been in the industry long enough. Like there are vendors who are like just out of startup accelerator. They're coming out of an accelerator
Shout
program.
Out of a cannon,
Yeah, and they're like, recruiting is broken, and we're gonna fix it. You know,
always.
And so they don't really, right. And so they're like, yeah, you can turn us on. Like you can take one job description and turn this on in 30 seconds, and you're like. Yeah. You're like, well, you can, but I don't know if you should, you know? And they're like, no, literally people are. And I think that is like, whoa. Cause we are at a point where we're responding to the pressure to deliver more and faster. And that forces not always the like most like circumspect behavior. The other thing that was interesting in a similar vein was that there are some AI interview providers who will not at all enable an automated status change.
Okay.
Whereas some, based on just the interview with the AI, will change a candidate's status to disposition them.
And that's how you get sued, everyone.
I know that's, you know, or maybe not. If you do like if the law, and that's where we need to really
explainable. If it's explainable.
If it is like a black and white, a binary decision of yes, no, and they did not meet the requirements, you know, like, so it depends. That's like the inconsistency. I don't know that everyone who is using them for automated employment decision, which is what that is. I don't know that they are all doing that governance and that they are making sure that it's a Loctite use case.
It's wild
they might just be
there.
responding to the need to do something, you know? So it's also why we did this research now, because these problems aren't going to go away. Right. And there are a lot of teams that are turning these things on. I want to make sure that we know how to use them responsibly and effectively.
Yes.
Like both. Because we can't just respond to the business expectation. We technically are in HR because we need to be compliant, right? And ethical and fair. So it's a really interesting time.
Something we talk about or we've been thinking about a lot is that the teams that are going to win with AI aren't going to be the ones that automate first. They're the ones who have a process that's worth automating, right?
Love it.
Yeah.
That was literally one of the things we wrote. We were like, the teams who are going to win here are the ones that are going to mine their processes for optimizing interview, not just the ones that are going to automate what they already have.
I knew we were going to fall in love, but I think it just happened. I think this was our meet cute.
When I fall in love, it will be forever.
Serenaded at TalentSphere? Stop. Can we come back in 2027 for another one?
Yeah.
So then remind us when this report comes out and where people can find it.
So you can find it on kyleandco.com. It publishes on February 17th. So it should probably be out by the time this episode's live.
That's great.
Right? Yeah.
And then just, you know, for our viewers here and our listeners, Kyle and A&D or the @ and sign.
Yeah. A-N-D,
Okay, just double checking.
ANDco.com.
I just got to make sure.
I actually don't think you can put an ampersand in a web address.
You know what? I just learned something new today. I'm not a technical person, if you can't tell. I know interviewing,
that's why
and
you
that's
need a
about
researcher in your life,
I
babes.
know, totally
You know?
right.
Yes, thank God.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for your time today and sitting with us, and enjoy the rest of your conference, all right?
How can you not? It's 70 degrees.
I know.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.